Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, 1 o'clock, and it is time for us to do our update for the residences here at Equality Park. Robert Boo, CEO, and my handy cameraman is Roger Roa. And you'll notice I'm wearing a facial covering that has been designed by Stephen Teller, the artist who was selected to create the murals here at Equality Park. So if you go to Stephen Teller Arts, you can check out all of his artwork that he has done on murals throughout the cities, in the country, and then also his facial coverings that he has designed and is selling. So since Roger and I are physically distant, I'm going to go ahead and take my facial covering off. So we're going to focus on the first floor today. And just so everyone also acknowledges that last week no one was harmed in the filming of our Facebook Live event last week as I went tumbling into my bathtub for my Calgon moment. So no one was hurt. The tub was not cracked. So I heard all the comments. Anyway, so let's get started with a couple announcements before we get going. We are currently in what will be the gym for the residents at Equality Park. This great gym space has beautiful windows overlooking Dixie Highway and 20th. And in just a matter of weeks, there will be workout equipment in here. And as you can see from previous weeks where we've gone on the tours of the first floor, a lot of work has been done. But first, let me tell you about some of these announcements. So first, DeSantis extended the moratorium on evictions through October 1st. So it was going to expire August 31st and starting September 1st, but he put that off for another month. So for the people that are renting, good news for you. For the landlords, not so much good for news for you, but we really can't have people going out into the street homeless. But some other details that I'd like to pass on is the testing site at Mills Pond has opened up. It is a new testing site. They closed the Lincoln Park testing site, which was a walk-up to, Mills Pond. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday, they're doing the COVID testing there. Thursday is still reserved for the food distribution where the three cities come together, Fort Lauderdale, Wilton Manors, and Oakland Park, do the food distribution every Thursday, starting at 9 a.m. So there's a lot happening going on over at Mills Pond. Holiday Park continues to have the COVID testing, and they are doing the rapid. I've shared in the past, I went and had the rapid testing. In fact, several of us here at the center went over and had our rapid testing COVID test done and got our results anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 minutes later. So we really love that. Census 2020, again, moved up from October. Now it's ending this month, at the end of this month, September 30th. So everyone, please take a few moments to complete the census. The state of Florida, we were only at 60%, which is not a very good return. We need to be 100% or as close to 100% as possible because so much is riding on that information. The number of heads in beds at a household is what is being counted. So it does not matter if you are a citizen or not, how many people are living in an address. So now there are census takers that are going around very safely, knocking on doors, having their facial covering, having their ID to ask for the census for those individuals or those addresses that have not responded thus far. So just because we're going through the pandemic, and the economy is in collapse. And I think last week I talked about the West Nile virus with the mosquitoes that are now in Broward County. Also, we need to prepare for king tides just because we need one more thing to worry about. So the king tides are in September 16th to the 22nd is the next time those king tides are coming through. So be sure to keep an eye out for that flooding. There are 3 telephone numbers that contact tracers for COVID are using. So go on to their website, and because there are times that people are scamming people out of information, and do not give out your information unless you are certain it is a valid contact tracer. Voting information, the deadline to register for the general election is October 5th. So 1 month away is the latest that you can register to vote. We are not here to tell you who to vote for, but we want everyone to exercise their right to vote. So the last day to request mail-in ballot is also October 24th. Mail-in ballot, absentee ballot, it's one and the same. And then if you want to do early voting, that will start October 19th and go through November 1. October 19th, November 1 is early voting. And you can also drop off your mail-in ballot or absentee ballot at any of those early voting locations starting from October 19th through November 1st. So if you do plan to mail your ballot in, please try to do so by the second week of October. And then you can check your status by going onto the website browardsoe.org. browardsoe.org. If you've seen our Coffee and Conversations several weeks ago, I went online and I actually showed how to track my own mail-in ballot, where I mailed it off of Wilton Manors. It had been received and it had been counted. So there is lots of things going on. Let me remind everyone that the Art Walk in Wilton Manors is on September 19th. The Art Walk is starting on September 19th. And then this is National Recovery Month. September is National Recovery Month. So please, let's celebrate all of those brothers and sisters of ours that are in recovery and bring awareness, because the pandemic has really increased a lot of people falling off the wagon and using substances again. And so let's bring attention to National Recovery Month and help those people, our brothers and sisters, our neighbors, our friends, our relatives, so they can stay in recovery. And then my last announcement is we're now going to walk through the first floor of the residences. So I am going to let Roger go out the door of the gym. And as you can see, this is the new parking lot that is on the south end of the residences. They're going to be they're working right now on the new community room, what Carrefour calls their community room. It's where their computers and library will be for the residents only. So the gym and the community room, the cyber center, will be for residents only. There'll be a keypad that people will be using to access into the room. So for example, you can see these pads here. They're going to have a key fob that they'll be able to use to access into the rooms. So this is going to be the washer and dryers, where the washroom, where everything will, it's all centralized here on the first floor. So everyone will be able to come down here and wash and dry their clothes. And then right next door is the new mail room. The mailboxes aren't installed yet, but this is where the mail room will be located. So now, let's go into the office area for Crossroads. Just a reminder, Crossroads is under the umbrella of Carrefour. They'll actually be managing the property. You will not see Robert Boo running around with a plunger unclogging toilets. That's what Carrefour is here. And so they'll have a property manager, and they'll also have a facility, full-time facility person, and then also some part-time case management workers. And so this is going to be their office space. So if you look at this great office space, look at all the windows. If anyone's been to my office, you know I don't have a window. So I'm quite jealous of the beautiful space that they have here. And then this is the lobby area for the management company. And so I'm sure that they'll be using this very productively, helping the residents, linking them to services and programs in the community, and ensuring that everything is done to the best of the ability for our residents. So this is the entrance. You can see the light fixtures are now being installed, and this is a huge entry area. This is going to be a pedestrian-only access for the residents coming off of Dixie Highway. They'll have their key fob that will open up the door. This will not be for general community use to get to or through the building. And then this is the other entrance coming off of the new circular drive. You can see here the formation of where the circular drive will be. They've started doing the paving, asphalting on the new parking lot, the new driveway, the new paved parking that'll be along the drive. The whole parking lot will be resealed, striped, and ready for people to come on to the campus in just a matter of weeks. So we're going to go back inside. And then we're going to go into the community room, because wait until you see how it is progressing along. So, the AC is working in here. I love this. So you can see they've got the grid for the drop ceiling, and then they've got the new light fixtures in. Haven't turned them on yet, but this is a really cool feature in this space. This is going to be where we're going to be moving all of our active aging programming going to. This will be large community room space for us to rent out. We have the catering kitchen, which will be located just down the hallway, and also the storage closet for all the tables and chairs is right across the entrance over here. But this is going to be absolutely beautiful with the paving once they hit the pavers, once they put that out. Right now it's a bit of a mess, still under construction. But this is going to be really cool space. So we've planned ahead. There's going to be like 26 speakers that are going to be in the ceiling. So if you've been to the main hall of the Schubert building, you know that we have 2 large speakers at the front of the room. So if you're sitting close to the front of the room, you had very loud speakers over your head. But if you were back in the room, you may not have been able to hear everything. Here we're planning it so no matter where you sit, you'll have speakers up in the ceiling so you can hear what's going on. Plus on each of the pillars here, we've planned ahead, and we're going to have monitors. So that way, if someone is showing a presentation or a video or a movie with the LCD projector that will be installed in the ceiling, it'll also be shown on the TV monitors throughout the room. So just so you can see the progress, last time we were here, none of the lighting, none of the ceiling was in. It was quite the mess. But now it's really coming together, and you can see that the rendering that Jason Hagopian and Sao Design, his design team, put together for us to show what this space would look like once it's completed. And as you can see, they captured it right on. It's going to be really cool. And this rendering shows where the stage is going to be located. It'll be a removable stage, but this will be the front. Like I said, we'll have stage lighting, we'll have LCD projector, we'll have a screen that'll drop down from the ceiling. Some really cool space that'll allow us to have indoor as well as outdoor events. But when it is safe to bring large groups of people together, we will be all ready, all set up to go. And it's going to be quite beautiful, doubling our space. The seating capacity in the main hall of the Schubert Building was 187. Seating capacity here will be 210 of tables of 10. So it really is cool space. We're very, 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 very excited about this. So let's kind of walk over here into the new vestibule and let's see the work that's going on over here. So here you guys can see they have already installed the doors coming from the vestibule over into the residence area. I'm going to put my mask on here since I'm not going to be physically distant. And so what they've done is they've taken away the old entrance to the Schubert Building, and they're putting in new doors, new walls, and taking away all of that entrance that we used to have. So we'll have our new reception desk in here in this room. So when you're coming into the center, you'll go left into the residence, right into the Schubert Building. I think I'm in the way here. So why don't we come back out here? And I'll navigate this as carefully as possible to ensure I don't embarrass myself even more by stumbling. Again, last week no one was injured as I tried to get my Calgon moment. So this is all the progress that's being made. Everyone is working really hard to make this happen in the next couple of weeks to welcome our first residents. So if you have not heard anything, does not mean you are not still in the running for being one of the lucky residents to move in here. It's a very lengthy process. I've had a number of people call and say, hey, what's the scoop? Again, call Portia at Car 4. She will be able to let you know. They're still accumulating documents from people. We haven't solidified a date yet of when they may be on site here to personally accept some of those documents, but I'm waiting for them to reach out and let me know what day and time they're looking for. But there may be a drop-off time here for you to actually meet with the Car 4 staff and provide your documents. So wait on that for news to come. And so just a reminder, it is 48 apartments, 21 studios, 21 one-bedroom, and 6 two-bedroom apartments. And so next week, I'm actually taking a couple of days off, so we will not be here next Wednesday. So in 2 weeks, I want you to remember how this looks here, how it looked on the first floor, and then in 2 weeks when we're back here, imagine all the difference it's going to be. So on behalf of the board of directors, the staff, the volunteers, Jaxi, the general contractor, Car 4, our developer, and Crossroads, the management company that is going to be managing this property, I thank you very much for joining us today. If you have any questions, just type your questions into Facebook and we'll respond to your questions. Let us know where you are, where you're watching us from, and ensure that tomorrow you tune in when Tatiana Williams gives her update at 1 o'clock. Lorenzo Robertson on Mondays at 1, but not next Monday because it's a Labor Day holiday. And then, of course, Tuesday at 11 o'clock with Coffee and Conversation. So thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great day and keep